I'm sorry I'm screaming at this screen because that's how hot this movie got me. But god damn.
Look, see them hating ass niggas talking, tell them niggas stop it. Move back, baby, run down Jason. Off the Berkey, boy, I'm dangerous. I'm in a double R, shit look like a spaceship. Everything is up there. So the folks of my miss.
One. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacted Show. I'm your host, Feeq or Feeq, with my co-host, my other host.
Your co-host, Dana Dane, in the building. Shout out to episode 69. Almost on that 70 ball.
Yes, sir.
30 away from that honey bun. That done, that 100. But appreciate everyone for rocking with us for another episode. We have quite a bit to talk about, plus some good, little redacted topics. So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and get straight into the first one. So the first topic, Ninja Kamui. You man. So at this point in time, 3 episodes have been out so far. Feeq, you've watched all 3 because I know I have.
Yeah.
And man, let's get into it. That show was amazing. Pretty much, we kind of already talked about it on what the premise of the show was on another episode earlier. But pretty much, the main villain is Amazon and the Foot Clan. Think of those two and combine them. That's who the main antagonist is. You got the Foot Clan, these ninjas, and Jeff Bezos and Amazon coming together and taking over this town in the future. And we have our main character, Hegan. I believe that's his name. Yeah, Hegan, who's a badass of a ninja, is just working everybody and is trying to put a stop to this ninja tribe who is getting backed by Ayuza.
Yeah, it's like Alza, something like that.
They're basically everywhere. You got DoorDash niggas jumping people in Alza.
Hey man, all right, let's talk about it. What was the craziest scene you think so far out of these 3 episodes for you?
Craziest scene was definitely when he was on the roof of the hospital and they thought he was dead. And, they originally thought he was dead, then they realized we gotta finish the job. We gotta double tap. So they came back and then he did some secret demon art, secret Nimpo art to bring his strength back tenfold and just whooped everybody's ass, even the head ninja. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty crazy. I'm like, oh, we on that type of timing. So that pretty much set the tone, in my opinion, for the rest of the series. And then that next episode when Hegan met with the police officer, I think his name was Morse or some black ass name. But I think his name was Morse or something with an M. And they met at that Asian restaurant, and they're the store owner was like, don't fuck up my store, take y'all business elsewhere, but y'all can stay right here. And then the DoorDash nigga, who we thought was a DoorDash person, was not a DoorDash person, and indeed he was a ninja in disguise. And that whole fight scene was crazy. And even when we saw the multiple arm ninjutsu, that was pretty crazy when he did that as well. Mm-hmm. And it's just the animation in this is really, really good. And the story kind of is what it is, but it's not I'm dreading watching the story. It's pretty interesting. It's just your classic. He's a rogue ninja trying to fight his clan, which I think is pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you like it, you're gonna love this. If not, then this might be okay. But I think the animation really sets it apart.
Yeah, same for me too. I feel like that first episode, like the first 3 minutes tells you what type of timing they on. When they got down Jiraiya, old dude, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Boy, they jumped him in that alley, and I had texted y'all. I said, hey, this shit crazy.
Yeah,
So that was crazy. I kind of like how on, I think it was the third episode, they talked a little bit more, saying that certain ninjas have like certain powers, so to say, or they have like their secret arts. I think that's what they called it.
yeah.
So his is, I think it's that smoke. But other ninjas have other secret arts if they're like high ranking. So I kind of like that they explain that a little bit more.
Yeah, I do. I like this power scaling system in the sense, like, it's pretty basic. Like, you just have ninjas and they have ninja art, and then this particular ninja, he learned like a ninja art that basically brought him back from the dead. So they're trying to figure out how he got that on top of killing him and like getting rid of their people. I'm interested to see like how the story develops, and I guess like why they're like going so hard to kill him outside of him just being a outcast of the clan.
Yeah.
Because I kind of refuse to believe like that's just why. I understand. Ninjas are a gang, and they're like the only way out of here is death. So you ain't out till you die, nigga. So, but yeah, I think I'm excited to see episode 4 because I do think it ended on like a pretty big cliffhanger. Like when I'm like, damn, that's it. But
Yeah. Didn't it end with wasn't he was looking at the camera with that midget dude was looking at him, or the short
yeah,
dude with the big ass head? That,
yes,
hey, when they first showed him, I was like, something's wrong with his body. Like my brain, I couldn't process
yes,
what was wrong with him. And I looked closer. I said, "Oh, he like Modok, bro."
yeah. He's like a Walmart great value Modoc. But yeah, I'm interested to see like how this story pans out. I don't know if this has like a manga. If it does, I didn't read it, so
Yeah, I
we're
honestly
just
don't know.
learning the story as we go. So, and so far it's great. And I saw on like one thing, it surpassed Solo Leveling, which is currently airing right now, as like the most viewed anime of the week or month so far.
I believe it. It looks. I'll say right now, it looks better than it so far. Solo Leveling is good, but this is definitely better so far from what I've watched.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know how many episodes this is gonna be this season?
I think it's supposed to be 12. I saw on IMDb that it went up to 12 episodes, so I'm assuming that's how long it's gonna be. So about a good 3 months. And yeah, I'm excited to see that finale, and I'm definitely gonna be following this series. Next, staying in the anime realm, I know you saw this trailer. It's
This caught me
about
off
time.
guard.
One Punch Man season 3 trailer has dropped, and Feeq, I'm telling you right now, I'm excited. Like, I think this has. I personally believe, like, how JJK had this year, like last year of fame. Like, it was already good, but this year kind of took it over the top. I personally believe One Punch Man can have that kind of rise in 2024. Like, just, I do think the animation, it depends on the animation. Like, I think I saw somewhere, the animation studio is not Studio Mappa, so I don't know if that's
it's the same one from last time.
right. So, I mean, I didn't necessarily not like it, but, it was cool. It definitely was a bit of a downgrade, but it wasn't like too bad. But yeah, I think as long as the animation doesn't do like a 7 deadly sins turn, and judging by the trailer, it looks pretty pretty clean so far. I mean, am I wrong in that assumption? Like, that shit look pretty gas.
No, I liked it so far. One, I didn't expect a trailer at all. Like it was like I saw somebody say One Punch Man trailer. I said, "Oh, this is fan made or fake again." I said, "I ain't about to
Yeah,
watch this." And I saw like discussing film posted. I said, "Oh, they only
yeah.
post real shit." Nigga, I watched it. I said, "What the fuck?" Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
it looked real good.
I don't know when it's supposed to come out. I feel like we talked about when it was. It's probably gonna. It's in production right now, meaning it's probably gonna air in the summertime or maybe fall, but probably
Yeah,
summer, like late April, May.
I'm gonna say if it's this year, it's gonna I'll probably April, and then if it's next year, it's gonna be like January first one.
Yeah, but yeah, in this trailer we see Garu, who is fighting two other monsters, and I think at this point in the story, at the end of season 2, it's been so long since that shit happened, but we
Man,
saw him get transported by the monsters to like the head monster person.
yeah, and then they
And
make him eat the little. I don't know if he ate it though. The little things that turn people to monsters.
I think that was a cliffhanger. I don't remember. I personally don't remember if he actually ate it, but I remember like them say they gave it to him or they
Oh,
showed it, they
you're right. You're right.
presented it
You're
to
right.
him.
You're right.
So obviously, I'm aware of kind of where the manga is at right now. He did eat it, so he does become a monster. And I think at this point, ate it and is like training with the other monsters and just fighting because we know he just wants to best Saitama.
Literally, yeah.
I'm just ready to see that fight scene when we get up like powered up Garu. And I personally, because we saw how niggas was glazing Toto,
Yeah.
Toji, man, y'all didn't see nothing yet. It's because I'm just ready. Like we thought Toji was that nigga. Garu is about to be like, yeah, hold my beer, nigga. I'm back. Literally, we saw his back. Yeah, we about to see a whole bunch of Dim and Blues was like, yeah, get a physique like Garu. Get a physique like Toji. I already see it.
Oh man, get the One
He's
Punch
about
Man
to take
physique.
over. Huh?
I said they're gonna be like, get the One Punch Man physique.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a thumbnail of Garo, and then it's gonna be them on the side.
Yeah. Who do you think would win in a fight? Like Garu not eating the monster bug or Toji? Just off straight hands.
Off straight hands, I'm gonna say Garu, just because he's like he's a martial artist, and Toji is too. But I feel like Garo is more like defined.
I would have. It's definitely close because I feel like what kind of unlocks Toji is like his ability to make anything a weapon and his master of like cursed tools and weapons and shit. Like if we saw what he did to Dagon.
Oh yeah,
with them nunchucks. So let him get a sheet of paper. He gonna make that shit a sword and cut you up. So if it's just straight hands, because Guard was fucking heroes up S tier heroes straight hands outside of Saitama. But man, yeah, it would be close, but I'd have to give the edge to Garu. I feel like we forgot how tough he was in that series. Like I still remember. I think the first at least 3 or 4 episodes when they just showed Garu like fucking up heroes left and right before he got to Saitama on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit was so funny. In my mind, I'm like, damn, this nigga, he might actually give Saitama a run for his money. No, he didn't.
And boy Saitama said, "Do you have a problem with me?" Then punched it. Slapped that man.
Like, you trying to rob me? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that trailer was really good. I'm excited for One Punch Man 3, season 3, and it's about damn time. Like when did season 2 air and finish? I'm looking it up right now, but
like
if you remember,
I think. Or 20, it had to be like 2019 or 2018.
Yeah, 2019. The last episode came out July 2nd, 2019.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
5 years ago was
That's
crazy.
crazy. God dang, 5 years.
That is
Time is
the
moving.
do you know if the manga is done? Like, is the story done or not yet?
I don't think so. I haven't heard it being done, so I don't think it is.
Okay, because I don't think he's fought like the head demon yet, and from what I've heard and read, like even when he fights Garu, because Garu gets like just a little piece of like the head monster's power, and he pushed Saitama to the brink. So if I'm just only imagining Saitama fighting this demon, it's gonna be insanity. What also is gonna be insanity is how the fuck this animation studio is gonna animate all them scenes in that manga, all them panels.
Man, every time they post them scenes, I said, I don't know how you animate this. This shit looks this movie quality. Like, it looks crazy.
Maybe that's why this shit took 5 years, because there were studios outside of MAPPA that was just like, yeah, guys, we can't work our workers that hard to make this shit. I'm sorry. Like, we work them all hard enough. We cannot put them through much more stress to replicate this without it looking shitty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because some of those panels, it was one where it's like, I think it's a spaceship or something, and that junk was so detailed. I said, this is a manga panel? I said, this like Picasso drew this whole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. I'm interested to see how that's gonna turn into animation. It might be hit. Like some of them scenes, like how we got Sukuna versus Mahuraga.
yeah.
I'm telling you, Feeq, One Punch Man season 3 has the potential to have like a JJK season 2 type of year this year. I can
No,
see
for sure.
it now.
Especially if they animate it right. Oh yeah, it's gonna whoop a lot of stuff.
Yep, most definitely. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. But next, oh my gosh, I'm looking at this agenda and
Hey, you wrote it, not me.
I don't know if I want to talk about this movie. Have you seen this movie yet, Feeq?
I haven't seen it, but I don't care if you spoil it.
All right,
I'm gonna go watch it, but I don't care if you spoil
because
it.
I have this movie on here, not really to talk about it, but like its consequences.
Okay.
In that movie, ladies and gentlemen, wait, say that again.
I said, yeah, just do consequences, and we could do a somewhat review another day.
The movie I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is Madam Web. So as we all know, I don't want to beat a dead horse already in the sense of like saying how bad it is. Like, you can go watch TikToks of people who are more educated on film, photography and film shit and whatever, and they can give you more in-depth analysis on how bad this shit is. Cause I'm gonna just tell you straight up, this shit is ass. This shit is laughable. It's laughable at how bad it is. It was a part in the movie, I'm not bullshitting, that damn near made me cringe out loud, and it was only 5 people in the movie. That's how bad the shit was. Again, that's my rant, but again, you can watch TikToks and they'll tell you how bad it is, and I co-sign on every one of it. That's how bad the shit is. But the reason why I had this on here, like, go ahead.
My bad to cut you off. It was a one TikTok I seen. This dude, it was him and his friend. They went and watched it, and he was like, "This is me before the movie." And then they walked out. His friend was crying, laughing. He said that movie was so fucking bad, and he was like, "I love bad movies, but goddamn, what did I just watch?"
No, literally, like, Feeq, I'm telling you, this isn't even like Morbius bad. This is worse, because Morbius, you could make fun of the movie. You can't really make fun of this movie outside of it being shitty and just the movie kind of. First of all, the movie. I said I wouldn't rant about this, but this shit is so bad. There's scenes in the movie, Feeq, I'm not bullshitting, where like the main villain specifically, what he's saying is not matching his lips at all. It's not matching his lips at all, and it's very flagrant. Because obviously, some scenes in some movies they'll shoot it, and then maybe they'll have to do reshoots and do voiceovers, whatever.
Yeah.
The main villain, first of all, the main villain might be one of the worst villains I've ever seen in a movie ever. And
wasn't it the dude that's like a fake Spider-Man or some shit?
Is Ezekiel Sims, who in the comics isn't even like a real villain. He's more like a accidental spider mentor to Spider-Man. Because he got was through the spider totem. But there's even like more focusing on Ezekiel Sims. There are scenes in there where like his motivation is not even real. Like it doesn't make any sense because the board. So you don't care if I just
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it, but
the reason why he was trying to kill them girls is because he saw a vision of them killing him in the future. And because in the way the movie started, it takes place in like 1973, where Ezekiel Sims is with Dakota Johnson's character's mother. She's with his mother in that time frame. So as his bodyguard, as the mother's bodyguard, because she's in Peru for some reason researching these spiders.
Yeah.
So Ezekiel Sims, the mother finds the spiders, and then Ezekiel Sims like, I want these spiders too. I'm gonna kill you. Bam, kills her, runs up with the spiders, and then gets bit by them. Now he has spider powers, but apparently because of that, he's cursed with the vision of his death, and his death comes at the hands of them 3 girls. Now, you remember in the trailers, I don't know if you've seen any trailers for this movies, but it was basically flashed with the 3 spider women in their spider suits, whatever.
Yeah.
That only happens one time, and it's in that vision of him dying.
Wait. They only show their suits in a vision at like the beginning.
Yes.
Is that like the beginning of the movie?
Basically, yes. It's still the beginning. The beginning and the very end, when it's already in the future and everyone has their colors in a terrible CGI like conglomerate of all 3 Spider Women and Cassandra Cain as Madam Web. Throughout the movie, they don't do shit. They don't do shit. They literally don't do shit. They don't get their powers. They're just being chased by Ezekiel Sims. And Dakota Johnson's character is protecting them.
What the fuck is this movie, bro?
They don't do shit. There's even a scene. So there's a scene in this movie where, because this movie takes place in 2003, and there's a scene where Dakota Johnson's character, Cassandra Cain, and I keep saying Dakota Johnson because I really don't even remember the Madam Web's name, and because it don't matter. She was bad. Dakota Johnson, she's like an EMT person with Ben Parker, Peter Parker's uncle.
Yeah,
and they're in like they're at the station and they're talking, and Ben Parker was like, "Oh, like I'm seeing someone," and Dakota Johnson's like, "Oh, who is it?" We all know it's Aunt May, but the nigga don't say shit. He's just like, and they're just like, "Oh, it's serious." I'm like, I'm like, ugh. Oh my God.
Hey, that nigga said.
Like, oh my goodness, that shit is so assy. Like, why did that have to be a scene? And then there's a scene in there with one of the Spider Girls before they kind of this is still at the beginning, one of them like cuts the street and it almost gets hit by Dakota Johnson's ambulance that she's riding in, and then she just like flips off the ambulance. And then there's a line where she's just like, "Who flips off an ambulance?" I'm just like, it was just a lot of shit wrong with this movie. There's a scene in there where this is after she has her event where she realizes she can see in the future. And there's a scene where like a pigeon hits her window and dies, but then she goes back before that happens, and then she kind of is putting two and two together, and then keeps the window up, and then the bird comes in, and she just looks out and she looks at the bird and she's like, "I guess you didn't have to die." What? Why would you say that? Just don't say anything. We all see. And that line just made me realize these writers think this audience is stupid. These writers really think we dumb. Because why would they have to say that? Why would Dakota Johnson have to say that? I'm sorry I'm screaming at this screen because that's how hot this movie got me. But God damn. It was so bad. And there's no end credit scene, thank the Lord.
Good.
There's no end credit scene, and there's a scene where, so fast forward to the beginning of the movie. Dakota Johnson's character's mother, she's pregnant with Dakota Johnson in the movie. And she's shot, but she gets rescued by the spider tribe. And they take her to a cave where they save the baby. They saved Dakota Johnson, but they didn't save the mother. Mm-hmm. And so fast forward to later on in the movie when she realizes like who her mom really was and how the spider she was researching ties into everything, whatever. So she goes back to Peru, which that's another thing. The pacing of this movie in like timeline in sense of sequence of events was just so off. Like there was a scene where she goes to Peru, but they make it seem like she was only there for a week.
Yeah.
Peru is on the whole other side of the continent of the world. That is in a whole other continent. Let alone she in New York. So and then there's another line in the movie that is pretty flagrant in the sense of, so there's a scene, I think it's towards the beginning where of the movie where Dakota Johnson's character is with Ben Parker and they're getting shot at for some reason. No. This is later on in the movie. They are getting shot at. Mm-hmm. And Dakota Johnson goes, "Oh, you act like you've never been shot at in Queens," referencing when he gets shot in Queens.
That's crazy. That's a crazy line.
So I could go on and on, Feeq. I'm not going to. I'm cutting it right there because this movie does not deserve more time of us getting to talk about it. Why we have this movie on the agenda is because of the aftermath. It's reported that this movie tanked so hard that it ruined Sony Studios' I guess chances of a live action like Sinister Six team.
Good.
Like this movie tanked so bad that they were like, yeah, we gotta go back to the drawing board. Let's throw this whole live action Sinister Six shit to the trash.
I love to hear it.
Let's just give it up.
I'm glad. I hope that's true.
Now I believe the new thing is reportedly Sony Studios is trying to set up a animated Sinister Six movie. And I think it's with in the Miles Morales universe, but Yeah, so that's a new thing. But yeah, that movie tanked so bad, it made Sony look at themselves. They're like, wow, like this is crazy.
They should have looked at themselves after goddamn Morbius.
Well, the problem is they learned the wrong lessons from Morbius because they saw people memeing it and they thought it was good, which is why they re-released it in theaters, and it did even worse. It did even worse. It didn't make its money twice.
They don't got nobody in Sony that's empowered. That's like they can't have nobody in there that's younger than 50.
Nobody. And you know what the crazy thing is? Where I walked out of this theater when I saw this movie, because I saw it on a Sunday matinee and didn't really have shit to do, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just watch this movie.
Yeah.
Worst mistake in my life. But what I walked out of this movie thinking was like, there's no way Batgirl was worse than this. In DC,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
So bad, it would have ruined the brand. DC publicly, who was it? I think it was Peter Safran, James Gunn's right-hand man, came out and said Batgirl was not releasable. It would have ruined the brand of Warner Brothers in DC. So you mean to tell me DC, and we'll get to them in a second because they on this topic too, but DC in that moment was like, they saw this movie and was like,
they said,
yeah, this
no.
shit is so bad, we're willing to take a tax write-off for this shit. Sony, you couldn't have the same foresight?
Sony money hungry. You can see with them games.
Oh my goodness. Sony, because oh my goodness. That's really what my mind went to after seeing. I'm like, if this movie was this bad, what was Batgirl like? Where it was so bad, we gotta can the movie.
It couldn't have been as bad as this. It couldn't have been as bad as this. I think I put money down and say it wouldn't be as bad as this.
Now the movie Batgirl might still be bad, but again, I'm willing to bet my next paycheck it's not as bad as Madam Web. That is the worst. That might be the worst movie I've ever seen ever. Movie period.
I gotta watch it.
It's down there. If I know that for a fact, it is down there. Feeq, I'm telling you. I don't know. You might gotta go in there under some sort of influence to really enjoy yourself. That's how bad this shit is.
You gotta go in there, throw it off. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have no words for it, man. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it, but even when I do watch it, I might not even talk about it on here.
Oh, we don't have to. Just tell me to watch it, and we're gonna be like, next, move on. Just let me know. We have a in the answer. We'll be like, current watches. I'll be like, yeah, I seen Madam Web. Oh, you did? I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your lost time, because I sure lost some. But yeah, Madam Web, ladies and gentlemen, was so bad it made Marvel throw out the idea of a live action Sinister Six movie, which
Sony.
No one wanted anyway. After knowing it wasn't gonna have Spider-Man in it, do they? Yeah, I keep going back to this Feeq, and I'm telling you,
it's the same thing we said last time.
It's the same thing. It sounds like a broken record, and I keep saying it. And I understand Sony is not gonna let Marvel touch Spider-Man with a 10-foot pole, but damn it, Marvel, I don't give a fuck about that. Y'all need a shit there, especially after this movie and other reports that I've been hearing, because for Spider-Man 4, Sony and Marvel are still in a deadlock on what they want this movie to be like, on what they want the purpose of the movie to be. Because Sony wanted to be another Spider-Man No Way Home, like a multiverse movie. Whereas Kevin
No.
Feige and Marvel Studios wanted to be a ground level Spider-Man story where we're kind of retelling the character from the ground up. I personally would like to see the latter. But Sony just don't learn. They just say, we gotta harp on the multiverse. We gotta harp on this. We gotta ride this pig till it can't squeak no more.
That's a crazy terminology. I never heard that shit in my life. What the heck? Where you get that shit from? What the fuck? What? What? Until it can't squeak no more, nigga. What the heck? Oh my god.
But that's Sony. That's Sony and low key DC to when especially the DCU and Marvel right now. They want to ride this multiverse wave to the ground. And that's just I don't know. We'll see when more info comes out about the Spider-Man 4 movie. The only thing we know is that Tom Holland is coming back, and that's it.
And they don't need to do any more multiverse stuff until goddamn Secret Wars.
Yeah. But with that being said, I'm done ranting about the Madam Web. That shit was bad. Do with that information what you will, guys. If y'all have a way to, I'm gonna say it. If y'all have a way to pirate this movie, do it. I'm condoning it. Pirate that movie. Do not give Sony Studios any money, like I did.
Man, I'm gonna have to allegedly walk into a theater then. Hypothetically, just mosey on in.
But yeah, DC thought they was safe, but we might have to get on the ass for this one. So,
man, please, let's get to it.
So I'm gonna get to this topic. So the original creators of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, they originally, before they made the franchise, they went to DC and pitched a idea for a Batman Beyond animated movie in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse art style. DC was basically like, hell no. Well, before they even, so reportedly the story is before they gave their pitch, DC was like, it's not happening. Then they gave their pitch, and then it went from a hard no to, well, no, it's not happening. We like it, it's not happening. And then they went to Sony, and the rest is history. But recently, over the last couple weeks, or I think last week, was leaks of some concept art for the movie.
Yeah, it was one of the producers or something. It was either a producer or a writer for it. He released it.
Now, I don't think they are leaking this with just to leak it. I think they're leaking this with the intention of trying to spin that wheel again and get it back going.
Put that pressure on
DC or somebody that will make this movie. I would like to see that. Could you imagine a Batman Beyond movie in the Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse art style? Batman, like we already talked about, we know our cash cow heroes. Batman and Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Batman Beyond would have blew up.
Batman Beyond? If y'all don't know about Batman Beyond, let me tell you something. That is one of the best Batman animated series ever. It had one of the best movies with Return of the Joker. That movie is so good. And what's his name? What's his name? Toby? Is that his name? No.
Terry McGinnis?
Terry. I don't know why I said Toby. Terry. That's Bruce's son for real. Y'all think Dick, Tim, and Jason are all them is his son? No. Terry's his real son. You know what Terry do on the weekend? Terry be in the club fucked up. Terry will go say the city and go to the club and get hurt.
Yeah, that club used to be lit. Especially in the future, nigga, they was on them eye acid. They was on that eye acid, like on Looper. They put that.
Look at eye drops. Bro,
That
I
eye
swear,
track.
every episode they showed Terry in that club with his girlfriend turning up. Every episode, Terry would call and be like, "I'm on the way. I'm on the way." Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
no.
they really dropped the ball for saying no to that, and I think they will not. They think I know they realize it now once they see that Across the Spider-Verse is considered one of the best animated movies in general all time.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a missed golden opportunity, and it just kind of reinforced the idea of like whoever's running Warner Brothers are low key stupid. And it's like obviously hindsight is 2020, but it just really shows that Hollywood, because we thought the main motivator in Hollywood was making money. Well, now it's not. Because with the shit they putting out, and I'm not even talking about just like superhero media, but just like other studios. And now it's getting to the point where people are getting more excited to see movies from studios like A24 and Blumhouse instead of your big studios like Warner Brothers and Disney.
Just because a lot of these big studios are doing all they do is remake, or they do stuff that's like nobody asked for this bullshit. And these other studios, they actually make movies, and you're like, okay, this story looks good. I haven't seen nothing like this, or if I did see something like this, it was so long ago, I don't remember how it was. So it's actually engaging and not just a cash grab. And they actually
Yeah.
have good writers, unlike these big studios seem to have. Because, good lord,
Yeah, because it's like, like low key, the idea of passion projects are kind of fading away because studios are like, well, if this isn't making me $1 billion, and that's another thing, like people in Hollywood need to kind of shift their mindset of like the $1 billion movie. Like that's a rare thing. That is a rare thing.
yeah, and it's even
Marvel
rarer
makes it
now.
look easy, but that is rare. That don't happen.
Yeah,
And now it's the expectation when it shouldn't be.
and the crazy thing is, like now it's even less likely because the movie going experience has totally changed. Where you go to opening weekend back in the day is packed. You go there now, shit, half the theater's empty.
Cause half the theater know we already gonna get it on streaming. We pay for y'all Patreon. We as
Streaming.
audience are paying for these studios' Patreon.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Streaming.
That's what these streaming
Streaming killed the movie going experience because that's real. Because even what's it called? Aquaman, the new movie, just came out on streaming.
And that shit came out in December 25th or 28th.
Yeah,
2
and it came
months
out
ago.
streaming last week or a week before last, and I'm gonna watch it this weekend on streaming.
Aquaman versus global warming. But yeah, it's sad to see. And another thing that I kind of want to throw at you is like with the idea that animation is still like a kid thing. Because we're seeing a lot of studios and a lot of people are making live action versions of things. And it's like some things just need to stay animated.
Exactly.
Like Lion King.
Please.
That shit ain't live action. That's still CG. None of these animals are talking. They real. They not real. You can't make a live action version of that. I'm sorry, that may be a hot take. I don't give a fuck. We don't need a live action version of Lion King. We don't need a live action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Could you imagine a live action version of Madagascar? Boy, hell no.
We don't need that. We don't need that. That's because something is either just a giant CGI mess,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing with Miles. And there's just certain projects that don't really need to be live action yet. Like, I personally don't really want a live action Miles Morales right now. Maybe 5 years down the line when there's a succession plan. Yeah, go ahead, knock yourselves out. But I'm hearing reports that they want to add Miles in Spider-Man 4. I'm like, why? Spider-Man is still in high school.
That money.
Spider-Man is still in high school.
He barely in college.
He's barely in
going
college. He's getting his GED right now. He's getting his GED. What is he teaching Miles? Let Tom Holland get at least older in the universe, and then you have that succession plan. I don't want them to use two the same age, personally. But yeah, I think people are like, and another thing, Static. I personally don't want another Static. I personally don't want Static Shock live action. I think they should just revamp the animated series. Like, revamp another Static Shock animation series. James Gunn, I'm talking to you. I don't want live action Static Shock yet. Like, just do animation. Like, animation is still storytelling, especially when the animation is crisp.
And it gives you more avenues.
Huh?
I said, and it gives you more avenues to tell the story.
Exactly. And, we see that example with Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Now we see DC drop that ball. And I don't know if DC was just like, oh, we're going to try to do a live action Terry McGinnis movie. It's not going to work because the shit like that is still in the future, and 90% of that movie is going to be CGI. Just make it animated. You have more creative freedom, and it's probably going to cost relatively less than spending multi-millions of dollars on casting CGI in marketing. That's how you get CGI messes like The Flash, which I still will stand on. I think is an okay movie. Madam Web definitely worse than that. Feeq, I'm telling you right now, The Flash is better than Madam Web. I'm telling you that right now.
Ass, nigga.
It ain't worse than Madam Web. I stand on that hill. I stand on that hill. Madam Web was shitty.
But your point is, you made a good point about the CGI stuff. Like, when you look at a lot of these newer projects with a lot of these studios, the CGI has been going down. It hasn't been the same. Like, I think peak CGI was like fucking Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the CGI now with stuff.
We get She-Hulk.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
We get the Flash. We get the Flash at the end of the movie. Nicolas Cage Superman looking like a rubber doll. Like a rubber duck.
CGI and people that passed away. It's shit crazy. They know they wrong for that. They know they wrong for that.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think especially these big studios, like, they need to look at Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and see like animation is still like a viable form of media. You can still tell stories with that. You can still tie that into something greater. And with DC, with their Tomorrowverse, personally, like, the animation is okay, but it's like I barely even forgot that that universe was still going on. Right now, it's ending. They're under Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part 2.
I'm about to say, ain't they already have the Crisis on Infinite Earth?
Like, they had the first one, and then I think they just released Part 2, and then now Part 3 is coming out. But yeah, that animation universe is ending. So, I mean, probably gonna get a new one with James Gunn. But I hope this idea gets revisited with a Batman Beyond animated movie, and James Gunn kind of takes that and runs with it. Same with Static Shock. I personally don't want a live action Static Shock right now. Not right now. I think they should just again, revamp the animated show, and have that tie into if they later on down the line find someone, then they can use that person to tie into the greater universe. But animation is still a form of storytelling. It ain't for kids. It ain't just for kids.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of these companies don't realize, which is crazy to think. They probably do have they have to have the data. But as I was saying, I think a lot of these companies don't realize that I think the biggest consumer of cartoons is more than likely adults.
Or young adults, like from 18 to 24.
Yeah, because like quite a few of the movies I've went and seen that was been animated, it's been more people that look like me than kids in there. like even when I saw Minions, I swear it was more grown people in there than kids. I was in that bit cracking up, boy.
Most definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully DC makes and all these other studios just, make the right move and leaning into animation more. And hopefully we'll get some good animated projects down the line that aren't like invincible, and that's it. Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's really the only thing right now.
But this next topic, I don't know if you're familiar with this game.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm invested. I don't have it, but I'm definitely invested in watching videos about it.
Helldivers 2.
For democracy.
This game could possibly end the console wars. So to give the audience a glimpse of what this game is really about, it's a cooperative game.
You spreading democracy, nigga. Spreading freedom to the universe. It is America on steroids, boy. Pledge allegiance to the galactic.
What is it?
Super Earth or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Super Earth. You're trying to spread that democracy, and you're just going to these planets, and you're going as a group as these starfighters, or I don't know the correct term, but don't kill me.
Helldivers. I think that's what they call them.
Duh, it's in the name. But and you're just killing these aliens as a team. And this game took storm. This game took over. It originally released as a PS5 exclusive and on PC, but now there's a petition Feeq for Helldivers 2 to have an Xbox release. And I think the petition has almost like 100,000 signatures. And now it's at the time of last week, so I'm sure it's way past that shit now. But yeah, I'm looking at the article from Fandom Wire. Yeah, the gaming industry has been taken by storm with no end in sight ever since the release of Sony's Helldivers 2 a few weeks prior. The game is also a sequel to the franchise's original game that came out almost a decade ago in 2025. Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, 2, when was the first one? But, like, they just add numbers. Could you imagine? You just make a game and you just got 2. They just throw the shit. They're like, when was the first one?
You just gotta keep people guessing.
Keep them guessing. Never let them know your next move. We never had it. But however, despite being available on PlayStation, Sony's native console, even PC, the game has not hit Xbox Store yet. Amidst all chaos, fans around the globe have started a petition online to bring the game to the other console and are about to close in on nearly 100,000 signatures.
Ooh.
That is a lot of people. And I personally want this game. I've seen clips of gameplay on this, and man, that shit looks amazing.
Bro, it's so hilarious, them clips. It's real funny. And I love when they it'd be someone they'll be like in the comments they'll be talking like they're actually soldiers. They're like, good job. They're like, good job, Helldiver 215 or some shit. they're like, you did good today, or some shit. No, that game looks really fun. If it is able to come to Xbox, I will be playing that for who knows how long.
Oh yeah, that might be because I'm still trying to get my uh Xbox console here for the crib, which I'll probably get after. The goal is to get it by the end of March, but we'll see. I got a girlfriend birthday coming up, and on top of bills that have just been paid, so
Yeah,
my finances are focused elsewhere. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get that console. But yes, could this game Feeq end the console wars permanently?
easily. If this is branched over to Xbox, yeah, it's done. Because this game for sure, it's the first time I've seen this many people that's on PlayStation be like, we need help, or like we need y'all on the
Yes,
game. That's the funny thing. They're like Xbox players, we need help. We need
yes, I've seen that too. They're like, we need more people on these servers because this game is so hard. And I've seen different just reportings on like servers crashing, and even the creators of the game came out. And I've loved how transparent the creators of the games have been with their reports and stuff, saying like, "Oh, we don't want it matchmaking because the game is just about team building and teamwork, and we understand like how toxic that can get with matchmaking and like that toxic community stuff. We don't want that shit in this game. We want team building and teamwork." And even then, some of them saying like, "Yeah, we understand there's server problems right now. If I'm someone looking to buy the game, don't get it yet until we fix that." But
yeah, I had seen that.
But yeah, I only think it's a matter of time. And yes, I do agree. Like this game has taken the gaming world by storm, and I'll definitely be on that, John. And we gotta hop on there.
Hey man, it come to Xbox. Yeah, we on that hoe. We on that.
Redacted Helldivers.
Oh yeah, might mess around and stream it.
Yes, but with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go on to our next segment of Like It, Love It, Redacted. This is a segment where we do our rumor roundup and we ask each other the article headlines, and we just give our quick takes on whether we like it, love it, or redact it. So the first one up is The Mandalorian and Grogu will be the next Star Wars film to release in 2026. Do you like this, love it, or redact it?
We love it. We love it. The Mandalorian, great show. Grogu, he was funny. Make it a movie. We love it.
Yeah, I love it too. This might sound like hyperbole, but I'm dead serious. The Mandalorian has been the best thing to come to Star Wars since Return of the Jedi. And I mean that so bad. Like, yes, we have shows, but The Mandalorian has taken the Star Wars community by storm. I understand there's some gripe with the third season, with them just kind of throwing people in there like Jack Black and Lizzo that one episode and other folks. I personally don't care about that, but yeah, I'm loving this movie. I think it'll be good. And go on to the next one. So a new Game of Thrones spinoff, Aegon's Conquest, is in the works from writer Mattson Tomlin, who wrote The Batman.
Yes,
The
sir.
series will follow the Targaryens' bloody and brutal conquest of Westeros. Do you like this, love it, or redact it?
We love it, boy. I've been waiting for this shit for so long. Hey, I'm gonna say this. All the Game of Thrones spinoffs, make them all. I don't care. Make every single one. I will be there and watch every single one. Man, I just want to know who they gonna cast. I don't think they said yet.
That'd be crazy. Henry Cavill is Aegon.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that as like the front runner, Henry Cavill. But shoot, it's gonna be good. Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'll say I like it until I see, I guess, maybe trailers or more concrete stuff. Right now, I like it, but it's definitely on that cusp of love it. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing to redact about this.
The only reason they sent it over or love it is because they got old dude from the Batman.
Yeah, he's a great writer. That movie was great. Next, we have Marvel Studios' Thor 5 will reportedly be the last installment of the franchise. Some different facts or some different highlights of the movie. Hercules is said to be one of the main villains of the project, but will return and help Odin's son in the end with a much bigger threat. The film is also set to introduce Thor's half-brother, Balder the Brave, who was a recent Easter egg in Loki Season 2. Valhalla will be revisited in the film and is currently the MCU is currently looking for someone to helm the project. They don't have a director.
Okay.
How you feel about
it? We like it, but it's on the cusp of Redacted. Not because I think it'll be bad, just because I need to see the director. That's what I got to see. I got to see the director, and I got to see, I don't know, a little bit more right now.
And for that reason alone, I'm going to have to say Redacted. Because to me, this just sounds like fake news.
Yeah.
It's just ideas. There's no plot. There's no director. There's no script. Y'all just throwing shit on a piece of paper.
They so until I see reactions.
Cast is the director and some confirmation on some script development, Redacted.
Yeah,
this could easily end up like a Love and Thunder Part 2.
Please,
but
God.
I think the MCU and Bob Iger and all them folks, Kevin Feige, are trying to right the ship and at least end Thor's character on a high note.
You know what? This whole gonna be a buddy cop movie. I know it.
With him and Loki?
Him and Hercules.
Oh, him and Hercules?
Cause I'm pretty sure they friends in the comics, ain't they?
They casted as Hercules.
I didn't know who the hell that was.
I don't either.
I just gotta see
I think it's that, and then they're gonna give the reins of like the mythical god figure in the Avengers to Hercules.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it Hercules.
And they probably gonna have Thor show up maybe like once or twice here and there for like random stuff, but nothing big.
Yeah. Next. Oh, this is a great one. Next is Badlands, and so a new Predator movie is currently in the works. There's actually two different Predator movies. One is called The Badlands, and the other one is a sequel to Prey 2. Dan Trachtenberg will return to direct, I believe, Prey 2, because he directed the first one. And Badlands is set in the future and supposed to have a female lead, which who cares? Like I'm saying who cares in the sense like whoever leads it, I'm still gonna watch it because it's gonna be good. I'm not saying that to
do you not like women? Hey,
I love my girlfriend.
Isn't this Women's History Month?
Don't do that.
That's crazy. No, I'm messing with you.
But yeah, I love this actually. Prey 2 was great. And then Badlands just, sounds like I really love the Predator franchise when it's done right.
Yeah.
When it's a movie and then the Predator shows up and then he fucks everything up. Could you imagine, this is off topic, could you imagine a like Game of Thrones Predator movie?
Ooh.
You get ice and fire, and then the Predator shows up.
Oh, he cooking with grease. Hey man, that shit will be insane.
It just fucks everything up.
It
takes place in the north. You have the North, Winterfell. Them niggas are going to the wall and they looking over there and then the Predator shows
They
up.
think they about to see White Walkers, and it's the
White Walkers,
Predator.
and then the Predator shows up killing White Walkers.
God damn. Hey, we been. Oh shit.
Hey,
Somebody put us in a writer room, man.
they put us in that room. They take that idea. I want money. I want dividends. I want per diem. I want residuals.
Nah, them
I want
Predator
everything.
movies, they're real good. I'm glad that they finally realized that you can drop the Predator in any setting, and it more than likely will be good. Because now they put in him in the future, so I really like the idea of it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And hopefully they release Prey 2 in theaters this time and not on Hulu.
Man, when I tell you, that movie was so good. Boy, I was watching. I said, I wish I seen this in the theater.
Remember when we went to DreamCon and I think they had not a showing, but like a sneak, like a trailer.
They
Not trailer,
did.
like a clip showing of Prey at DreamCon.
They did because they gave us those posters to take pictures with.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I'm like,
somebody
what the fuck is
marketing
this movie? But yeah, hopefully this movie deserves a theatrical release. And I love it. We both love this. And last one for the day. Reportedly a live action Naruto show or movie is in the works. Do we like it, love it?
Get that shit out of here, boy. We redacted, burn it. Get their hands off of it, bro. Everything does not need to be live action, as we said earlier. Some stuff needs to stay in its medium. Leave it alone and let it just be great there. That's all I can say about this.
Everything you said and then some. Redacted. Throw it away. I don't want to see that. One Piece got lucky. They got lucky. It's a good story and the pacing is good. They got lucky. That is not the blueprint. That is not the expectation. That is an outlier.
And they only really got lucky because Oda was helping and he was overseeing it.
Exactly.
And yeah, take this shit out back like old yellow.
Please, we don't need to see, we don't need to see that redacted. And now it is time to get in our infamous bag. Cue the music.
Bitch, I'm in my bag, bag, bitch. I just made a bag, bag, bitch. I just made a bag, bag of beef, bag.
All right. This get in our bag topic personally does not have shit to do with anime or manga because Feeq, I showed y'all this yesterday, but I found this old Blaxploitation film called Boss Nigga. I'm not kidding. I'm not lying. Y'all can look the shit up. Boss Nigga with a hard R. And basically, the movie is a Western about these black bounty hunters, and they go to this town with no sheriff, and they fight this group. And yeah, you could watch that movie and play a game of take a shot every time someone says nigga, and you will be drunk. I'm not bullshitting. That's how many times they say nigga in that movie. And I'm talking about hard R.
That's crazy.
But this just made me think and because we slightly talked about it in the chat, and I wanted to bring this to the pod about Blaxploitation films and should they bring them back? Or should they get remade? Niggas remaking shit all the time. Why don't we remake certain Blaxploitation classics? I personally would love to see a remake of Boss Nigga.
Okay, if they did a remake of Boss Nigga, who are you casting? Who you casted as the Boss Nigga?
As Boss Nigga, Jonathan Majors. But since he's in trouble, we won't have to go with him. My real guess would be Jonathan Majors, because essentially you're gonna watch that and kind of get the same feel of The Harder They Fall. Like that's basically what it was. And in this movie, you need a nigga, like the most generic nigga out there, and that's Jonathan Majors. This country nigga that's in here being shooting white niggas up. Steven brought up Jamie Foxx. Sure, since he was Django, that's basically what another one. That was Blaxploitation in a way.
I'm telling you, Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar. You just gotta cut his hair a little bit. That whole would be crazy.
I know he don't act, but Cam Newton.
He will fit.
He'd fit. His boss nigga. And
what's the old dude name that old dude that played in Aquaman that played Black Mantis?
Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abdul Mateen.
Yeah. He
would, that's a boss nigga for real.
He can play that. He can play.
Yeah, he could be boss nigga. You have him as boss nigga, and that because he had his other bounty hunter that was with him was like the comedic relief. His name was Amos.
Yeah.
So I think Amos could be who's that dark skinned comedian with the glasses?
Dark skin with
kind
the
of
glasses.
fat. He was in Get Out.
Oh,
and he was TSA. Yeah, Lil Rail Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil Rail. He could be Amos. We're saying yeah, Abdul, but I feel like they gonna cast Lakeith Stanfield as boss nigga.
See, now this is a movie he would be in. A movie like this.
Yeah, no. But yeah. Or Daniel Kaluuya
as boss nigga.
As boss nigga.
He could do it.
Damson Idris. Now he's British, but he boss nigga. Idris Elba, boss nigga.
He could.
But if we're going young or younger, my personal choice would be Jonathan Majors. He fits that description perfectly. But since he in trouble, he probably not getting cast in no film. I mean, he might get cast in Boss Nigga, but
that's the only film that they let him in.
They get a right to call him the N-word.
He gonna find his Coretta Scott King.
But yeah. What are some Blaxploitation movies they should remake? If you know of any.
I have to remember some.
I think they should remake Black Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dynamite movie. That would be hilarious.
That should have been on the forefront.
Low-key. Well, I know there was a Shaft movie that is based off of as a film series. It's like an old Blaxploitation movie.
Oh, Pootie Tang. They need to redo Pootie Tang.
Yeah, Pootie Tang.
Let me see. Dolomite.
Dolomite. Could definitely.
That would be good. Undercover Brother.
They should redo that one.
That movie's good as hell.
Another one. The old original Car Wash.
Oh.
They need to remake that. I don't know why they haven't, but that's another Blaxploitation they could remake.
That's a
Just
good one.
recast it. And I'm not saying, and when I say remake, I'm not saying another installment like a sequel. I'm talking about recast, retell the story, redo the shit. Because that's what they tried to do with Shaft, and it was okay. I remember I saw that in the theater, but yeah.
Shit, Superfly. Well, they redid it a little bit. Like,
He did
I think
redid
like
that. Yeah, he
teens,
did that
but
one a little bit. Yeah, I think the main one we can definitely agree is Black Dynamite.
yeah, that one for
I
sure.
think it's time for another one. And who? Before we get out of here, who would you cast as your Black Dynamite?
Black Dynamite.
Because I low key have mine.
What is his name, bro? Hold on. What was that? What was that movie that came out a while back and like the dude like it covered the story of like a kid. I think it was like a black dude. He was like a kid and he went to adult, but I think he was
Moonlight?
gay. Yeah, old dude from Moonlight. What's his name? I think he from Moonlight.
Wait, Trevante Rhodes?
Yeah.
When he was
Yeah, they can catch Trevante Rose.
Yeah. Mine would be Abdul. Just make him all of them. He needs to be the next Blaxploitation actor. Because there's always one actor that's just in all these shits. The old one, who was Boss Nigga, he was in another one called Black Caesar. His name was Freddie Wilson. That needs to be Yahya Abdul Mateen. Just make him the Blaxploit. He was already in the Get Down. He can act his ass off. That's why I feel bad for him in Black Manta. But yeah, he needs to just be in everything. Him and then Jonathan Majors. Give him another chance.
That'd be funny as shit.
But with that being said, well, I don't know if you had another get in our bag question.
Nah, I didn't.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go into our final segment, Redacted Rules.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and give our rule for the week or for the pod. And that is, make sure you eat something. Some of y'all probably ain't eat yet. Go eat. Like, just go eat. I know you're hungry. Just eat something. Eat. It's okay. You're not big. You're just hungry. Eat. Yeah, that's my redacted rule. Go eat. Because I know y'all hungry right now. Y'all ain't eat yet.
Oh, man. My redacted rule is brush y'all teeth. Please brush your teeth.
Some of y'all niggas ain't eat or brush y'all teeth.
Y'all just existed, nigga.
With dehydrated bad breath. That's like the worst bad breath you're going to have.
Your shit got a stench to it, boy. It don't smell. It got stench. You gotta use a new word for you. Brush your damn teeth, man.
That shit
not just your teeth, your tongue, your gums, the roof of your mouth, everything.
Yes, sir. But with that being said, it's been a great episode of the Redacted Show. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, rate us a 5-star, share this with your friends and family. Please make sure you guys are liking our reels and stuff in the TikToks. That does great for engagement and, our interactions and different things like that. So, don't be afraid to message us on there, or if you know us personally, tell us like what you want to hear us talk about. If you like this new segment, if not, tell us no so we can throw it out. But
yeah.
With that being said,
send them.
Yeah. With that being said, it's been your boy Dana Dane,
your boy Feeq,
and we out.
Peace.
Yeah.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm stepping with a fan, keeping all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little perk, could be yellow with a brew. 48 vert, quick burns. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cue. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like ink. Chain came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mink. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic hoe making Alfredo. I put a bag on a hoe on my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with panko. Struck in my soup, I believe it was Mako. I got my Soviet clutch in the Draco. It was